Hello and Tashidele, each and every one of you. Welcome back into the ignition of wisdom. And as I have requested you that watch the Matrix movie before getting into the third or the conclusion part of the inequality and discrimination. I'm your host Karma, and I hope you have done what I have requested. So now what we are going to talk is the very authentic and the fundamental concept of Buddhism. As they said, forewarned is forearmed. So I must warn for those who think they are incapable to conceive the emptiness or the brutal truth. So I think this video isn't for you. So please don't watch it and listen it. Otherwise you will get very disturbed by this concept. And for those who think they are capable or willing to face the brutal reality, and please remember one thing, that now what I am about to tell you is not something how it looks or how we conceive or the conventional way. Now what I am about to tell you is emptiness, or the fact, the way it is, the actualness. This actualness was discovered by Buddha himself before more than 2500 years ago through meditation. But when Buddha meditated for 6 long years, he finally realized that whatever we can see or conceive, those things are non-existential. But human beings think that they exist, but in reality, nothing exists. Whatever we see, whatever we feel, whatever we conceive, those all things are non-existential. When Buddha realized that everything is non-existential, for example, our feeling, our smell, whatever we can see, whatever we can hear, whatever we can feel, those all things are nothing more, nothing less, just non-existential thing. That's why in lots of scriptures, Buddha again and again and again taught his disciple the concept of emptiness, to realize the emptiness or the non-existentialness of everything. And this was discovery of Buddha himself by the meditation under a tree. And this is also a unique and very bold statement, which states that everything is emptiness and nothing exists and ever will be. And this is also a profound and a very indispensable philosophy of Buddhism. If you are Buddhist, you must know this philosophy. Now, you might ask, if all these things are non-existential and if all those things are emptiness, then how can we see it? How can we feel it? How can we eat our bread? How can we punch those enemies? You might ask like that question, right? For that, Buddha gave an outstanding example to understand this concept easily. All these things are just like a dreaming. When we are dreaming something, in that dream, we also can eat, we also can feel, we also can punch our enemies. But it was just a dream, right? It never exists there, our enemy. It wasn't there a bread we can eat. There wasn't any feeling that we can feel. Those all things are just a reflection of our thought. Just like that. When we can think that we are doing something, we are punching our enemies, we are eating our bread. But all those things are the reflection of our ignorance. So, like almost every one of us are in dreams, but we don't know that we are within a dream. But we are in dream without knowing that we are in dream. That is the prison of ignorance or that is the cycle of ignorance which reinforces itself by believing those things are exist, those things are real, but we were living in a dream and believing those dreams as a real or the fact. By believing those non-existential thing into an existential thing, it reinforces the ignorance, and it also empowered that ignorance, and then we became a slave of that ignorance, and we circulate again and again and again that into the dreams. That's why we could not free ourselves from the circle of the ignorance by believing those non-existential things as a real and existential. Now you might ask, what is the truth? Then I think fact is the fiction and fiction is the fact. Whether you believe me or not, that is the fact. Now you might say, how? Okay, then till now what we have been believing, the fact is none other than the fiction. And till now what we have been believing, the fiction is the reality of everything. Yes, these all are fiction or the non-existential. It is just the reflections of our mental projections or the effect of the ignorance. That's it. Till now, we have been believing that what we see, what we feel, what we taste, what we smell, all those things are real. But Buddha said that all those things never exist. All those things are emptiness. And that is the Buddha's statement. And also there are lots of sublime or prominent scholars who also mentioned in their scriptures by stating that all those things are non-existential. All those things are the creation of our ignorance. They never exist, but those are the creation of our mental or the ignorance. Okay, then let's examine that things are exist or not. For example, first of all, we think we exist, right? So we strongly believe that we exist, but we don't know where we are. For example, our hair is not us, our teeth are not us, our hands are not us, our feet are not us, our heart is not us. And then turn by turn, if we look from head to toe, we won't find anything which is us. No, these all are our parts of body, but not us. That's why we never exist. Now, you might say that my body exists, that's why I exist, right? But if we look carefully or examine carefully in our body, we won't find our body at all. And again, look, our feet are not our body. It is just the parts of our body, not our body. And our hands are not our body, our thighs are not our body, our wrists are not our body, our chest are not our body, our shoulders are not our body. All those things are the parts of the body. But where is body? There isn't our body, which we can tell this is the body. No, there isn't body. All we can find are the parts of the body, not the body. So body is also non-existential or emptiness. Now you might say again that I exist because my body exists. My body exists because the part of the body exists, right? But if we examine on the part of the body, and also we won't find that part of the body. For example, let's examine on a hand. Most of us strongly believe that our hands exist, right? Because we can see it. But if we examine our hands, we won't find hands at all. Let's examine it. Our thumb isn't our hand. It is just a part of the hand, right? And our finger isn't hand. Our middle finger isn't a hand. And our ring finger isn't a hand. Our small finger isn't our hand. And the blood where it floats into the hand, those are also not the hands. Then where is hand? We won't find any hands at all. That's why hand is also the emptiness or non-existential. Just like that, if we examine on the all other remaining things, we won't find anything, because everything is emptiness and non-existential thing. And that's why Buddha told the emptiness or the everything is non-existential. And that is also the only secret of the ultimate equality, and also the reason of the ultimate annihilation of discrimination. That's all for today, and thank you all of you to joining me on this beautiful journey till the end. I hope we will be free from the cycle of illusions, and we will be in the light of enlightenment. That's all for today.